The man carefully examined the skin. He gently stroked it, then plucked a fine hair from it. The next moment, he confidently declared to the king, "This is the skin of a mouse." Upon hearing this, the king immediately waved his hand and said, "Wrong." Then another man took out a magnifying glass and studied the skin intently for a long time. He then said uncertainly, "This is the skin of an ant." The king's face once again showed a look of disappointment. Seeing this, the princess quietly breathed a sigh of relief, because according to the rules, if anyone guessed correctly, the princess would have to marry him. Soon after, a soldier stepped forward. The princess instantly became interested upon seeing him. However, the soldier also failed to guess correctly. Hearing this, the princess immediately showed a look of deep disappointment. Just then, a burly man walked out from the crowd. He merely leaned close to the skin and sniffed it, then stated with certainty, "This is the skin of a flea." The king looked at him in disbelief. The correct answer had actually been guessed by this burly man. How did this skin come to be? A few years earlier, while the princess was playing an instrument in the palace, a tiny flea suddenly jumped onto the king's hand. Watching the flea hopping about in his palm, the king was greatly amused. He even lost all interest in his daughter's performance. Determined to focus on studying this flea, the king immediately stood up and left. After returning to his study, he pricked his finger with a pen tip. Then, using a magnifying glass, he carefully observed the flea, sucking his blood from his finger. Once the flea had eaten and drunk its fill, the king carefully placed it into a box. Under the king's meticulous care, in just a few days, that tiny flea had grown to the size of a thumb.